We try to make this recording. First of all, I want to say that Miss Universe, okay, she's a crook, all right? I remember her. Me and my beloved husband came out shabtai, shabby. It's from a long time ago, okay? And she obviously was imposter Charles and all the bad people. But now I want to talk about else when the kidnappers, the woman gave threats, okay? Now, when I was kidnapped, okay, we told you I was kidnapped from Ukraine, an organized police sting. My beloved husband came out shabtai, shabby, and I were kidnapped. The police saw kidnapper Dr. Bruno Mars. Marco's real husband. We told you if you look at that picture with the so-called mother and the sunglasses, it's actually Dr. Bruno Mars. It's Marco's husband, and he was mad because he could not become the royal house of England. Because I said he was trying to become king. Him and Colin Powell and Imposter Charles and Bush and those people, and they were mad because we were really real and royal, and they weren't. They weren't. And all Colin Powell talked about, he had to be royal. He had to be royal. We told you about those papers for almost 2,000 pounds. They put on the news. Okay, so said, when I was in Scotland, they put on the news that you don't buy papers. Your papers are real. We told you how much a paper would cost if we went and picked it up. It's supposed to be from his grandmother. They wouldn't have taken too much research, and I wouldn't have. So to make a long story short, so the kidnappers, when they kidnapped me in organized police thing, they when you heard Condoleezza Rice saying Condoleezza Rice is warning Israel. So I said, and we told you that the kidnappers took me all kinds of places, to the White House and things like that. And they tried to kill my beloved husband, Shabby, when he was trying to rescue me. There all kinds of nasty, dirty things. My beloved husband, Shabby, is not the criminal. He did not hurt me. Because I said, I'm telling you now, he did not hurt me or any of our beloved royal Rothschild family or any beloved royal families of kinspeoples. Nobody hurt us of ours. The bad people that are jealous and could not be the devil's people, trying to kill us and try to take us. We're holy people. We're God's people. But this want you to let that too. So the kidnapper had he was mad because Marco had died, had got caught and died because she was trying to kill Harry and the real our grandmother, because I said Bubby of England, because I said, and so Queen Elizabeth, and so what happened was he brought another one of his women, and okay, apartment complex. I don't know where you are, but anybody that was there, but they tried to help rescue me. The people that helped that on the apartment complex, he held me there, but he was a gay. Okay, he had a lover, and everybody told me that's what it was, Mr. Wilson. But I said, and people kept trying to rescue me. People come to the door like pretending to be delivery people or something like that. I know that was my beloved husband Sweet trying to rescue me. But said, and they say things to me, but I didn't. They knew that I didn't remember anything. So he had brought this woman. It was also one of his women. And he brought her baby, and they were going to try to pass the woman off as me. I don't know. He said he admitted that he I don't look like that woman. But he said, so they had put me in a contest. Okay, but they said I've always been Shabby's wife. I've never been anybody else's wife but Shabby's wife, and we had a ceremony. We could never be divorced from each other, so we always been each other for eternity because people kept threatening to do stuff to us. That's it. So the rabbis did something with God, that's it, to try to keep us from being hurt, which they did. It was it's too. So it's biblical and it's Mosaic law. So the next one in a contest, the black contest. First of all, I'm not black. Second of all, I'm not that the kidnapper's wife. He was trying to kill us, basically. And so making a long story short, of course I didn't win because there was somebody in the contest that obviously had been alerted to the fact that it wasn't real. Basically said, so make a long story short, excuse me, they didn't get away with that. So it was a beauty contest. So now they put me in everybody made sure I didn't have anything, an old gown, which I said that was used, and which I said. And it was after I had finished finishing school, but I said, and finished school, I told you that my beloved kinspeoples and I were supposed to go to, but I had been kidnapped, or we were supposed to go to finishing school together again, but I had been kidnapped. So our family put up one real quick, basically, Sid, and I was full of people that would know who I was, basically, and know that I was really who I say I am. And so they kept me from people hurting me, because I said so, because the bad people were trying to make me into something that I wasn't. They had even tried to send me to an audition. The people were already gone, didn't exist. They were trying to kill me. I said, no, I'm going to school, and I don't want to do those things. They didn't. They knew I didn't remember, so they try to kill me. Because they gave me a card where the power steering was up. As I said, the people from the place told me, that's a death trap. You shouldn't drive that. Also, one morning I woke up. I had a dream. I woke up. I had a dream that the tires were flat. When I went outside, the tires were flat, and so I took her to the car place, and they said, "This is a death trap. Get this death trap out of here." The car business said, so I never drove it again. This said, so people, my beloved kids was trying to rescue me, and our beloved Rothschild family, I'd see him periodically, said, I'll get you out of here. I'll get you out of here. He's trying to rescue me. This said, people. This said, but the kidnappers are really criminal. So these contests are criminal. They tried to put me in a contest, and the Dr. Cooper was going to try to take my identity and give it to one of his women. Because it's just led to the crooked nigger government of America. It's a nigger government. Nigger means crook, shiftless, lazy, crooked, and stingy. So there may have been people that did not know what was going on, but there were some people that were alerted and kept that from happening. So they would never ever say anything unless I started being funny. But they're going to say something, because I'm saying it now. Also, when my beloved husband came out, Shabtai was trying to rescue me, there was a phone call, and it said people are kidnapped every day. So I said, and I tried to get away from the kidnapper, but I said Dr. Bruno Mars and his nigger family, but I said, and he held me at gunpoint, and he held our family at gunpoint that was trying to rescue me. And then he obviously did something to the clergy, but you cannot be with anybody that's already married to somebody, because I said, so he was trying to pay us back for what happened to his wife Markle, because he couldn't be king of England. He would never be king of England. So this family's dirty. Has something to do with hurting our family. Because just let you know that too, because something happened to that man. Because I had a vision that something happened to him. So, but I said, well, God said we don't have to talk about that bad man anymore, because the bad, terrible man, Dr. Mars, because something happened to him. But I said, he's gone. God killed him from heaven above. But I said, but there'll be leftover people. But we're going to tell you, because that woman in the contest, she's criminal. It was a long time ago. She looked like that when me and my beloved son Shabby were little kids, and she gave us threats then too. But things like that are really crooked. And we told you that can be crooked, and we told you that they're filmed many, many years ago, like Miss Turkey. Okay, it was when me and my beloved sister were really little kids, and she never got to see that she won that contest in 2011. She was murdered. This is obviously by all the bad people to hurt us all, to take our things, because they didn't want us to tell that that the contests are old, and people are real old when they not that they win. So we just let that too. But that was obviously something really crooked, because the people, there had to be some people with them that tried to make that contest, and it didn't happen when the kidnappers were trying to cover what they had done. But I've always only been Shabby's wife. I've always only been I've never been an American citizen. I've always only been from over here, and it's what the government tried to do, whatever they tried to do to try to take our things. We were kidnapped from the Ukraine in an organized police thing, and obviously, and Dr. Mars was involved. Okay, but said along with the bad USA government, but said, and they were arguing. But said they drugged me when they pushed me in the car, and they were arguing. The driver was arguing with the Dr. Mars, said, about giving me the drug, but I was running a police wire. But said, and they didn't know that I was running a police wire, and they found it after they talked all that garbage. I was running a tracker that when it was on the plane, obviously the plane people could hear it. It was going beep 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 beep, and they probably didn't say anything. And so when they took me to Washington D.C. when they first kidnapped me, and then when they found that they were going to try to rape me and kill me, the Secret Service of America, and the Secret Service of America, he had red hair, and he was trying to attack me, but I said, his woman said, don't, she's a pig, she's a Jew. Don't touch her like that. Because I said, and they tried to make me change my clothes. I was wearing my idea of clothes jacket. Because I said, my beloved kid wanted me to wear his ski jacket, but I said, no, if something happens to me, you lose your ski jacket. We love each other very much. And because I said, but somebody brought me that ski jacket. Because I said, and I really could say Angel Death, he brought it. But too. And then, who's that man? The kidnapper was saying. Because I said, and so he said, you need a jacket. And he ran. Because I said, he was in disguise. Who's that man? The kidnapper said. Because I said, and so and then they stole it back. But I said, it's criminals. My blood was on that jacket. So I said, really criminal, bad USA people. So I make a long story short, because the kidnappers hit me with something and tried to steal it. But I said, and they didn't know that it was on my T-shirt and on my jacket. Somebody gave it to me in Florida. Somebody came and gave it to me in Florida. A housekeeper. But I said, I know she had to be a housekeeper, and she brought me that jacket, and somebody they had given it to try to give to me. But I said, because the kidnappers had taken it. And obviously they didn't get away with it. So long story short, and then when I got to Washington, we were trying to arrest them. They stole something that was in. Because I said they re-steal because my blood was on it. Because it says it was DNA. So but I said some brave housekeeper came and tried to give it to me. But said she was Spanish, like she was Spanish speaking or whatever. Maybe she was a criminal. I don't know. But she gave that when I was sitting on the stairs. So to make long story short, that the Americans had stole it. So maybe somebody was trying to confess what they had done. Okay, so now to make a long story short, they kidnapped and tried to tell lies about it. They just sit and tried to cover up. They had tried to send me to an audition I wouldn't go to, and I didn't know that I remember anything. I didn't know that people had came after us and they were gone. If that had gone there, if I had been some kind of whore, they'd killed me because the people didn't exist anymore. They're trying to get me to go to another state for an audition. You'll get the job. Yeah, but I'll get the job. I don't want that. I don't want to be any actress or anything like that. And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to school because I said the kid was trying to do that to me. But I got the job because the people were dead. As I said, they were trying to kill me. So I'm not some kind of criminal person. So and I don't tell lies, and I'm not going to be with somebody and then tell a lie about it. But the kidnappers did all kinds of their government and everything, all kinds of dirty things. So we told you that we were kidnapped from Ukraine and organized police things so the police could see. So now Donald Trump's in trouble, right? Because he did those things. He was supposed to be in jail, but he was involved in a kidnapping. He gave us threats. Basically, when we got to Switzerland, he was giving us death threats. That's it. Again, because he was arrested in Switzerland when my beloved kid was feeding our little kids, and he went to jail. But they picked their best criminal to be their president or somebody in their government. So we just let you that too. No, we only tell the truth. We don't lie. But the kidnapper, it was really gross. He was mostly gone all the time. But it said there was even somebody that was in the backyard trying to shoot with a rifle. I don't know if somebody sent that man to try to shoot me or whatever, or he was trying to help me. I don't really know, but they were doing all kinds of things. The kidnapper shot at me and did all kinds of things, and he was really criminal. So all the kidnappers were trying to kill me before we could tell on them, before I could get rescued. And they had to do with George Bush and the American government and trying to kill us and trying to take our things. It was George Bush who wanted to start things along the American government and try to sit in our place, as you can see. They're also the Houthi. That's Aliyah. Because they were trying to kill us and trying to take our things. Aliyah, she wanted to start a war between Kurdistan and Turkey and then kill all the Kurds and Turks and take Kurdistan. Because it. And so the real Saudi Arabian king is not a big fat black man with Aliyah. So just like that too. So because Shabby and I inherited from Saudi Arabia. And mine's not black, and I'm not Aliyah. So it's like that too. We're really good people. So we know that in our family people were hurt and kidnapped and basically and some people didn't survive the kidnapping. We never found Lynn. Basically, we just got her finger back in a box with a ring attached to it. Basically, so we just went to Lynn Forrester, Dad's wife. So we just went that too. So they did terrible things to our family and family members and trying to take our things, and they probably would have tried to do that to me, something like that. And never ate us. Probably ate Lynn and probably ate me or something, and then probably would have said they couldn't find me and tell all kinds of lies. They always try to do all kinds of bad things to us. But don't much of that too. So we want to tell you about that, okay? So it's it because it's like they're really criminal, but they would have tried to make that woman into me that Duckworth had brought, basically, and it had to be something of Teresa's family, basically Marco's family, another one, because they have a lot of family members, and they were criminal, basically. So and they were working for the American government and trying to kill us and trying to take over everybody's things. That's their deal of the century. That I would think they were trying to kill us on, trying to steal our things, basically. But their deal would have been with the devil, because thou shalt not steal, and thou shalt not bear false witness, and thou shalt not do all the bad things that they have done. The angels told us that their angel of America is Satan. They said that too. And so now we're the ones who told. I call them Satan Gadol. What do you want now, Satan Gadol? Go away. It's Farsi and Hebrew. Big Satan, go away. And so now we just let you that too. We'll talk to you as soon as we can. But my beloved kids, our beloved Rothschild family, my family's kids never did anything to us. We're the good people. We live for eternity. We're holy children. Our beloved God is God alone. And God commands us to be holy. And we have everything. So I want to just show you how much the bad people lie. Really criminal. And they tried to steal my name. Interpol helped me to pick up that travel document that shows that the Americans lied and I'm not an American citizen, never been an American citizen, and I'm not an American citizen. They're trying to. How do you write your name? And how do you how do you spell your name? Oh, criminal black woman behind the counter. And when I put my fingerprint, she put her fingerprint on that because they're criminal. They've never ever been an American citizen, never ever will be, and Interpol locked it because it's a document that proves that the Americans lied with Nazi Germany, and we told the truth. We're the good people. It proves that the bad Americans lied with the leftover regime of Nazi Germany, and they tried to kill me and my beloved sister Kim Reed, and our beloved Rothschild family, our family, and the kids want to try to take our things. And we just want to let you know, because Interpol is part of the police thing. Okay, now, so our beloved Rothschild family, Interpol and my beloved sister Kim Reed. Interpol regulates financial fraud, and it arrests crooked police. It also polices crooked governments, bad USA government, and it also retrieves kidnapped victims, Ani, and it also regulates fraudulent passports. That they would lock that, because I've never been an American citizen. So help me God, I swear. And my beloved kinspeoples, my beloved Rothschild family, our rural families, kinspeoples, we told the truth. everybody with us. We don't lie. We don't bear false witness against each other. And this is it. And we tell the truth. And I was born in Jerusalem, Israel. Okay? It'll be Hag soon, and it'll be Shabbat soon. We'll talk to you as soon as we can. The rabbis think that Hanukkah may have started, but we put the candles up because the people try to keep us from having Shabbat and try to keep us from having Hanukkah and every holiday. But that's it. We told you what we did at Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. So I can still do this too, because what God said on our candles and our votive things. The rabbis know. Okay, so we'll talk to you since we can. Try to be careful, safe, and on alert. And Shavua Tov on you.